Welcome in Babita Science tutorial. Let's continue our chapter Matter in Our Surroundings, Lesson 1 of NCERT Science, Class 9th. In this topic, we will discuss about the evaporation. What is a evaporation? Let's start now. In the first paragraph, they want to say that if you want to change the state of matter, is it necessary to change the state of matter by heat or change the pressure? Can you quote some examples from everyday life where change of state from the liquid to vapors takes place without the liquid reaching the boiling point? Question is here. Water, when left uncovered, slowly changes into a vapor. Wet cloths dry up. What happens to water in the above two examples? In the first example, they want to say that if you will keep the water outside, suppose that this is your china dish, or you can take any utensils and keep the water here. After some times, you will see that this water vapors it changes into the vapors. No, why? Another point is wet cloths dry up. What happens to water in the above two examples? The question is asking here what happens to water in the both the cases. First one, when the water is in the china dish, and the second case, wet cloths dry up. Let's start now in the another paragraph. In the another paragraph, they want to say that we know that the particles of matters are always moving and never at rest. It's true. Means particles of the matters are never in the rest position. They are always moving. Move from one place to another place. At a given temperature, in any case, any gas, liquid or solid, there are particles with different amounts of a kinetic energy. Yes, there are particles with the different amounts of a kinetic energy. In some cases, kinetic energy is a more, and in the some cases, kinetic energy is a less. Kinetic energy is those energy which helps in the movement of the particles of any liquid, gas or solid. In the case of a liquid, let's talk about the in the case of a liquid, a small fraction of particles at the surface having a higher kinetic energy is able to break away from the force of attractions of other particles and gets converted into vapor. Students, they want to say, suppose that this is your surface, okay, this is the surface, and water is a here, water is a here. Then what happened here, this water is converted into the water vapors. How? Because the kinetic energy is present in this liquid. Kinetic energy is present in this liquid, and this kinetic energy helps in the breakdown of the force of attractions between the particles of a water, and which gets converted into the vapors. This phenomena of change of liquid into a vapors at any temperature below its boiling point is called the evaporation. But this is the definition of a evaporation: phenomena of a change of a liquid into a vapors at any temperature below its boiling point is called the evaporation. Students, see here the boiling point of a water is 100 degrees Celsius. No, if you will keep the water, this is the surface here, if you will keep the water here, and this water is converted into the water vapor before reaching its boiling point. It is below the boiling point, this water is converted into the water vapors. That process is called the evaporation. So I hope you will understand the process, that is a evaporation. Okay, now some factors are given here. Factors affecting evaporations. Then students, the evaporation of a liquid depends mainly on the following factors. Let's discuss now here with the activity here. Some activities are given here. Now see this activity. Activity 1.40. You will do in your home also, because this activity is a very easy. Here first one is take 5 ml of a water in a test tube and keep it near a window or under a fan. Means in the test tube 5 ml of a water. Now you can take this 5 ml of water in this test tube and keep near a window, okay, or under a fan. First point. Second point, take a 5 ml of water in an open china dish and keep it near a window or under a fan. Now, in the second point, take a china dish. Okay, in the china dish, again you will take a 5 ml of water and keep this china dish near the window or under a fan. This is your second case. Now, in the third one, take 5 ml of water in an open in an open in an open dish and keep it inside a cupboard or on a shelf in your class. Now in the third point, they want to say that take the china dish and keep inside a cupboard. Means you will keep this china dish inside the almirah or on a shelf in your class. Record the room temperature. Okay, you can record the room temperature also. Record the time or days taken for the evaporation process in the above cases. Now we have two cases here. In the first cases, we have taken the test tube, okay, 5 ml of a water, and in the second one, we have taken the water in the china dish. Same amount of water we have taken in this china dish, and in the third one, we have taken the again water in the china dish, and but we will keep this one under the cupboard or shelf in your class. No, shelf in your class. Now you will see that how many times, yeah, how many days are taken here for in the process of a evaporation. Now see here in the next one, repeat the above 3 steps of activity on a rainy day and record your observation. Means in this one you can do in the sunny day also, and the another same process you can repeat it on a rainy day also. So what do you infer about the effect of temperature, surface area and wind velocity, speed in brackets given, on evaporation? Okay, now questions are asking here, then we can answer here, because evaporations of a liquid depends mainly on some factors, then evaporations occurs. The students, the question which is asking in this activity, that we can get this answer with these points. Okay, in this point answers are given here. Okay, let's start now. So these are the factors. Means evaporation of a liquid depends mainly on the following factors. First one is an increase of a surface area. Okay, first one is an increase of a surface area. Second point is an increase of a temperature. Third point is a decrease in humidity, and the fourth point is an increase in wind speed. Well, in evaporation, it depends upon these factors. Let's discuss now one by one. In the first point, an increase of a surface area. We know that evaporation is a surface phenomenon. Yes, evaporation is a which phenomenon, student? It is a surface phenomenon. If the surface area is increased, the rate of evaporation increases. For example, while putting cloths for drying up, we spread them out. Okay. Now, in this first point, they want to say that, and if the surface area is increased, the rate of evaporation is also increases. Suppose that In the first activity, in this activity, we have taken 5 ml of water in the test tube, okay, and in the second one we have taken the 5 ml of water in the china dish, okay. This one is a 5 ml water in the china dish. The students, in which one evaporation takes more? Question is asking here also. Then evaporation is a more in this 5 ml of water in china dish. Why? Because you can see here, surface area of a china dish is a more as compared to this test tube. Okay, that's why evaporation is more in the china dish. Understand? Now another is given here, drying up of a cloth. Students, this is a row, okay, and when we keep the wet cloths on this row, if we will keep the wet cloths like this, okay, or if we will spread the wet cloths like this, okay, so which one will dry first? Which one will dry first? You will see here the surface area of this one is a more as compared to the this one. That's why we can spread the cloths during drying the wet cloths. If the surface area is a more, then evaporation can take place more and the wet cloths dry up easily. Understand, students? Very clear here from the point of this factor, an increase of a surface area means if surface area is an increase, then evaporation is a more here. I will give you another example. Okay, students, take another example. Take the example of a banana leaves. Okay, this one is a banana leaves. Okay, and another is a tulsi leaves. It's so small. Okay, now in which one evaporation is a more? The student, first of all, you will compare here the surface area. The surface area of this one is a more as compared to this one. It means evaporation takes place more in this leaf as compared to the this leaf. It means it shows that evaporation is a more in banana leaves as compared to the tulsi leaves. Then evaporation is a depends upon the surface area. These all examples prove that. Let's proceed on the another one. An increase of a temperature. Yes, an increase of a temperature. With the increase of a temperature, more number of particles get enough kinetic energy to go into the vapor state. So the best example I will give you here. Suppose take the take one utensils. Okay, in this one you will take the water and keep in the room temperature. Okay, evaporation takes place here, but evaporation takes place here very slowly. Okay, in the second one, in this one is the second utensils, keep the water here. Okay, but you will heat it with the help of the burner, then what happened here, when we apply the heat to this utensils, the kinetic energy of the particles is more here. If the kinetic energy is more here, then evaporation takes place more here and this liquid is converted into the water vapor. That this one also proved that this example also proved that an increase of a temperature. Okay, students, I will give you another example of this one. Suppose this one is a sunny day. Okay, and here is a rainy day. Okay, and you can spread the cloths. In the both day. Okay, which one will be dry faster? This one will dry faster as compared to the this one. Why? Because sun is a provide heat here. Okay, and an increase of heat or increase of a temperature helps in the dry of this cloths. And here temperature is not increases here, temperature is low here. That's why this is cloth takes a lots of time to dry up. Then the second factors of evaporation is increases in temperature. No, or next proceed to another factor, that is a decrease in humidity. Students, here what's the meaning of the humidity? Humidity means presence of water vapors. Presence of water vapor in atmosphere. That is called the humidity. Now think about it, students. If this is your atmosphere, if the water vapor is more in your atmosphere, can evaporation takes faster? No, evaporation cannot takes faster in the humidity. It means what? If the humidity is less, evaporation is a more. If the humidity is more in the atmosphere, then evaporation is a less. That's why here it is a decrease in humidity. See here, humidity is the amount of water vapors present in air. The air around us cannot hold more than a definite amount of water vapor at a given temperature. If the amount of water in air is already high, okay, then the rate of evaporation decreases. It means if water vapor is more, rate of evaporation is a decreases. Means presence of a humidity is not helps in the evaporation. If more humidity is present, then less evaporation takes place. If less humidity is present, then more evaporation takes place. Now proceed to another point, an increase in a wind speed. Now students, here increase in wind increases the speed of the air. It is a common observation that clouds drive faster on a windy day. With the increase in wind speed, the particles of water vapors move away with the wind, decreasing the amount of water vapors in the surroundings. Okay, in the surroundings. Now students, again I will explain you like that. Suppose that this is your row and you are spreading the cloth here, okay, and here, but you are applying here. Suppose if you are switch on the fans, this one is a fan, switch on the fan here, okay. In this case you are switch on the fan, but here there is no fan here. The which one will dry fastly? This one. Then an increase in a wind speed. If we increase the speed of the wind, then evaporation takes more. Here is no wind, no evaporation, very less amount of evaporation takes place. Another example, suppose that during the windy day, means when the wind is blowing very fastly, okay, and less windy day, okay. Again take the example, this one is the windy day, okay, means more wind is blowing here, and this one is a less, or we can compare it as the humidity, okay, or rainy season. You can take the example here. If more wind is blowing here, then it helps in the dry of the cloths very fastly. Or we can say that if the more winds, then evaporation is a more. If less winds, then evaporation is a less. That's why it is written that in the cloths dry faster on a windy day. Then student, this is also about the evaporations. What is the evaporations? Okay, I hope you will understand, and the definitions are also here given. The phenomena of change of liquid into the vapors at any temperature below its boiling point. Keep one thing that is a very important, you have to write it here, below its boiling point, okay. That is called the evaporation. What are the factors which can affect the evaporation? That already I have explained you. That is your surface area, temperature, humidity, and wind speed. And these are the factors which can affect the evaporation. Then students, this is all about the evaporation. I hope you will understand also very nicely. If you have any kind of the problem, then you will comment me in my comment box. Till then, bye and have a nice day.